Hi guys, Justin here, Welcome Farm 26, and today we got something a little different for you. Replacing some rocker arms. Guy wanted me to replace them all for him, so show you what I've got. I like to know what I've got in there. So I cleared the top of my toolbox off here, and I've already done this much, you know, when I took and give it all a good clean. And so what I did, and I did this in situ, I laid the whole rack out and pulled one piece at a time, and there's the reason why we're doing this. Had one break, and I couldn't tell you exactly why it broke. I can tell you it ran a little bit with it broke, but yeah, I don't know. That's just something you don't see very often, is broken rocker arms. So yeah, and it's been run too long to see, you know, I mean, that's oily cast, so it's hard to see what actually happened. But basically what we're doing is sliding a piece on. You know, we're doing one at a time. Nothing crazy. I just got to thinking here while I was doing this, you know, no one ever shows this part of it. Okay, and then when we get to here, I got some assembly oil. I I try to put a little line on there. Okay, and then I've actually got to set you down. I'm going to try and do this where you guys can still see. Well, hopefully you guys can see that. But we'll take our new rocker. And that's the other side. Okay, so this one, we'll just take and put a little bit more in there. Give it a good little wipe around. Slide it on. Your rocker arms are one of your last places to get oil, so pre-lubing is very essential. And this whole shaft might not look real wet, but trust me, it is. Then we take our two little shim washers on, and I'm going to get a new pin, but we'll stick our pin in, and I'm going to do that off camera. I'll meet you at the tractor. So I kind of lied to you. I guess we're not going to the tractor quite yet. I got to thinking, and I said, you know, I should probably get this gasket going. And what I kind of do, I just use weather strip and gasket adhesive, and I just put a little bead around and kind of bolt them too. I do not like silicone. I actually lost an engine due to silicone. Had a combine that I had bought, and I didn't realize there was any engine work done to it at all. And whoever was in there gobbed everything so full of silicone that it actually went and got into a rod, into the passage. Got enough of it in that rod passage where it cut the oil off, and well, I'll be honest with you, I'd been combining for a full day, and I pulled into the yard. I was going to park it up by the shed, and I didn't get up to the shed. I pulled into my place, and I come a mile down the road or so, and maybe a mile and a half, I can't remember exactly. But yeah, she locked up. Actually, it threw a rod outside of the crankcase, wrecked the block, and there I sat short the combine. Good thing is we were in corn. And another good thing with being where we were in corn, we didn't have but about 2 days with a single machine to go. So I mean, it wasn't the end of the world, but it sure didn't need to happen either. So here's the fun part. We gotta try and get him laid on there. And it doesn't have to be perfect quite yet, because we're gonna move him a little bit. And you probably can't see this first one. We're just gonna take the mounting bolts, put a nut in there to shim it, just that way we can get our fingers easy. And finger tight. Finger tighten the hole. Okay. We're gonna move to the next one. Okay, nut for a shim. And you don't have to put the nut in it, the extra nut in it, just makes life easy. And a shim. Then we can press this. Cork is a little forgiving. It will bend on you a little bit if it has a home. So there. And I don't know how well you guys can see this or not, because can't see what's in the view screen. And we're just going to go all the way around and get every hold down bolt in its spot. And then we're just going to move our gasket to kind of to where it needs to be until it tacks. And once it tacks into place, then you can go about and do what you want, but I know today we're only going to get so far. I've got other things I'm doing today. And but yeah, we got to get this John Deere done. I got to get my TW in one of these days. Harvest is not far away. And I'll be honest with you, I haven't really been listening to the radio, so I don't even know where the combines are sitting in America running right now. But that spring wheat, it's starting to turn. So I mean, they're probably sitting South Dakota, maybe. I don't know. Nebraska. I don't know. I haven't looked. I used to always kind of get a kick out of following that, but yeah, this year, well, yeah, this whole year's been kind of a goofy year. Been a lot of ups and downs this year. Man, first they're talking real good prices, and then they fall, and but yeah, there we go. They're all just finger tight. There's anything more. Now this gasket adhesive won't cure immediately. So what we can do is go install our rockers, and then I'll probably just set this pan on, take the bolts out and set this cover on just over the top and let it sit down on its own weight, and what adheres and what doesn't will be just fine. I do more to these gaskets, but this is all we're going to do for right now. All right, we'll see you on the tractor. Okay, so we got it kind of in position, and this is always the fiddly of everything. All you can really do is start at one end, flip your rockers right, and there's going to be some going back and forth. But all you can do is flip them right, and hopefully they don't all get too out of whack. There you go, we're pretty close. So you do have a peg. So what you got to do is find that hole in that stud, and it is right here. And you'll know when he goes in. I think he just took in there now. And you just start putting rockers where they need to go, one cap at a time. Any mechanical advantage you have right now, you might as well take it out of the window. And wow, boy, you guys get to see it. I not only screwed up once here, I screwed up twice. And that's why you got to pay real close attention when you're going together. So what I did is I put this arm should be here and this arm should be here. And yeah, we're gonna have to go out and fix that. And I'll bring you back in once we're about to the same spot. But basically you got to line that oil pin up. And the whole assembly has to go on real slow. Well, I shouldn't say real slow, but you got to take your time and watch what you're doing, because you can snap this shaft so easy it's not even funny. Yeah, I'm gonna fix some rockers real quick and I'll be back. So I got that line back up, and I know you can't see real close because you're not real close, but yeah, all my tappets are actually lining up now, or my rocker arms are lining up with my valves. So we're just pulling one at a time, and we're not even going tight. We're just, well, that was too tight. We're just putting them on with our fingers and walking stuff to where it needs to be, because yeah, stuff shifts and changes. And I just screwed the pooch there. I got this one snugged in just a touch further, and I'm gonna grab a wrench. Just stop. So what I had is a rocker arm on the wrong side of where he had to be. And yeah, I just had to loosen up just a little bit to get him to slide back. But we're gonna put our next cap on, and just gonna keep working down the line. Once they all get to their home, we can worry about push rods and whatnot. All these adjusters are backed way off. Like, so far off it isn't even funny. There should be no reason for them to be hitting on anything. And just kind of wiggling because I had a couple that weren't liking their homes. So. There. Everything likes its home. Or kind of. So those three in. We're gonna go real nice and gentle. Nothing horsed. Until we know for a fact that they're all flat and level, it doesn't pay to go up more than just, you don't need any pressure on a wrench. Okay. I think we're gonna throw this front one on. Then I'm actually gonna take those caps off the back. Yeah, this is how tight they are. That one does not want to go on. Well, we'll throw them on further back. It's It's got to be something just not where it wants to be. Okay, loose. Well, we do have a push rod that's up right here. There, he's out of the way now. Maybe that was our deal. Yeah, that push rod was just holding it back. Okay, we're gonna go look around, make sure they're all loose, and just stick our fingers in there and put the sockets in the sockets. They are all pre-lubed with existing engine oil. All but one. And that one, I put a drop of oil in. Okay. Oh, here's another one. And that's why you just go finger tight with everything until you know it's all in spot. There's another one. It is not hard to snap that shaft. And if you don't have the feel for this, because there is a bit of a feel to it, I'd recommend paying someone to do it. Not that this is super expensive, but it's an expense you don't necessarily need. All right, well, that's all finger tight, all but the last one. And oh, I know my video is getting there in time, so I think I'm gonna finish up here saying thanks for the comments, thanks for likes, comments, subscribes, and we'll catch you next time. Enjoy.